Hello. I'm sometimes asked about the apparently diverse roles and industries that I've worked in over my life. So I've spent years working in yacht charter, both in Greece and in the Caribbean. Then I came back to New Zealand and I worked with a team to build the largest school of performing and screen arts here in New Zealand. And now my role is coaching. So what links these is my approach. I certainly didn't know everything I needed to know when I started out. But I always worked out what the desired end result was. It's sometimes called the end game, but I think about it quite differently. I think about it more as a way of being in the world. It's more about the qualities and values and drivers of the end result. So when running the charter fleets in Greece, I knew that to be successful, what we needed to do was have our charter guests come back year after year and bring their friends and their family. So I realised that my role was to help them have the very best holiday that they could. Learn to love to sail, learn to love Greece and the Greek people, as I did. And over time I got better and better at that. So having started out as a cleaner, I ended up running the whole Greek operation. And then when I went to the Caribbean, I knew what we needed to do to grow the business, but I didn't know how to work with the people in the Caribbean until I realised that I needed to gain their trust. And they needed to trust me that I knew what would help them have their jobs be more secure. So when they knew that having the boats being immaculately clean and having everything working on them was really important to the charter guests, we got on fantastically. At the school, what we wanted to do was to build a school with an international reputation that would attract students from all around the world. We certainly didn't know how to do that when we started. But over time, we broke rule after rule about training actors and dancers and choreographers until finally we hit upon writing a degree, combining all the disciplines together, something that had never been done anywhere in the world. And it was very, very successful. And now I work with small business owners, helping them turn their businesses around so it can be profitable and scalable. What these things have in common is that I work with qualities and values. I get very clear on the qualities and values of the desired end result, because if we know what those values are, we can take one step at a time towards the end result, always honouring those values. In this way, we are being the people that we want to be in the world. We do not need to know how to do it all. We just need to know our values. So I find in this fast-changing world, actually trying to plan far into the future often leads to disappointment, because by the time we get there, the whole world has changed. But if we know our values and the qualities that we want to live our lives by, then we know how we want to travel. So it's not about where we go, it's about how we travel. Why does this matter? Well, I believe that because we do not know exactly how to create the world we want to live in, we would all dearly love to live in, we need first to be clear about the operating system. So we need to be clear about the values and qualities that we hold dear. If we then do our work aligned with those things, then we have lived according to what's most important to us. For me, it's always been about love and joy. In Greece, it was love of sailing and love of Greece and of the Greek people. And in the Caribbean, I learned that what mattered there most was trust. And I've got some delightful stories about how those Caribbean people tested me until they felt that they could trust me. So I had to win the trust of descendants of slaves. And once I'd done that, working together became about joyful collaboration. And in the school, it was love again. Love of the art forms and love of each other. And now with my clients, it's love of my clients. These qualities have guided my life, and I hope my impact has been the better for it.